Hey y'all. Oh my god, y'all, I know it's been like forever. And I am so sorry, but yeah, so many things have happened. And so I'm just about to give y'all, like a life update, okay? Cuz yeah, I just been having a lot of stuff going on. Like I don't even know where to start. Like I don't know where to start. Oh wait, look at my hair. I don't know where to start. Like I ain't filming so long, so I'm trying to fix my lights and everything, and it's stressing me out. I done broke a whole sweat, so I was like, you know what? If I look washed out, it's okay. Y'all see me, y'all know, y'all can hear me and everything. So yeah, it's like it's whatever. I can't take it no more trying to figure this shit out. So anyways, I know it's been like damn near like a year, I think, since my last video. And so I keep getting these emails and stuff saying this person subscribed to you and everything, and I'm like, ooh, people subscribing to me. I haven't posted a video in like a year. Like, that's love, okay? So I love y'all too. I love y'all too, and I'm so sorry I've been going, but yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on out here where I'm at. Let me see where I can even start at. Y'all got so much to talk about. Like, literally, my life is changing, okay? Divorce, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, just new relationship things. It's just a lot. Like, so much, I don't even know where to start. So, let me go back. My very last video, I told you guys about the TCC and stuff. Like, wasn't doing that no more or whatever and everything. I just gonna focus on other stuff, like losing the weight and everything and stuff like that. And so I did lose weight though, y'all. I lost like 40 pounds or whatever. So, I gained like 8 of that back right now. But anyways, yeah. So that did work out, the weight loss stuff. And I kind of been slacking lately because, everything I'm having going on in my life. And I just been being lazy about it. But I'm still getting back into that. So as far as that goes, I'm still on that little journey or whatever. And so this little piece of hair is really bothering me. Anyway, so around like August of last year, I'm kind of just gonna like go down with y'all, whatever, some things. So around August, like we had a flood out here in Baton Rouge in Louisiana or whatever. Like, it started raining and it just didn't stop raining, and then before you know it, like it started flooding everywhere. And I mean, like, water was just rising in people's houses and everything. And so fortunately for me, my place, like, I was surrounded by water, but it didn't come up in my place. So I was just like a fishbowl. Like, I was so blessed to like not have anything, flood out my place. But for my parents, their house actually got flooded. And so they lost everything. They lost everything. We moved from south of New Orleans or whatever, for Katrina a few years ago. That's how we ended up here in Baton Rouge. And so they lost all their stuff all over again. So it was like real devastating, like, because I mean, they just like got everything back from a few years ago, when that happened. And then now they lost everything all over again because they had about like 4 feet of water in their house. So they came to live with me, and so I've been having house guests for the past, I don't know, however many months y'all count from August. We in March now. They just moved out a few weeks ago. Their house just finally got finished, and it's so nice. It's so gorgeous. Like, I wish they let me take a tour through it so y'all could see it, but like it's so nice or whatever. And so they're finally gone. So that's another reason why I didn't really record, because I had house guests here, and it's kind of hard to set up all the video equipment or whatever, whatnot, and try to record when you have people in your house. I mean, I probably could have possibly made it work, but I wouldn't have been able to do what I wanted to do, because like my mama would have been all up in my business, been like, looking like, what you talking about? You talking to the camera, girl, you gotta stop, you need a life, something like that. So just to avoid that, and like maybe having my nieces or whatever running back and forth through the camera and all this other stuff, it was just best for me not to record. And plus, I was working a lot of overtime and stuff too. So yeah, it kind of was just, it just wasn't a good place or time for me to record. And so now that they're gone, I don't have anybody around. I'm gonna get back into it, y'all, or whatever. And so my relationship, okay, I am totally not with my husband anymore. Prior to my parents moving in, we were on rocky roads then, because yeah, I just felt like during the whole little TTC thing, it just wasn't the right moment. Like, I wasn't really truly happy with my relationship from the beginning. So possibly like adding a kid onto that probably would have never been the best idea. And maybe that's probably why it didn't work out and why we never had one. So we basically, we never been together since like kind of like June, as far as like intercourse wise. I know that's kind of personal, but y'all, whatever, it's just life, and this is mine right now. Okay, so we kind of, you know, I initially stated, I was like, well, I just, you know, I have other things I want to do with my life. You know, y'all know I like the hair, the makeup, and everything. And so I know eventually I can forever stay a kitchen beautician or whatever. But I know, you know, eventually I will have to go to school and get, you know, a license or whatever, so that way I can open up my own shop and stuff like that. And so he knew it's something I always wanted to do or whatever. But he just, I don't know. You know, you have them people that just like have no drive in life or whatever. Like he's an okay man for somebody who I guess just don't want to do anything with themselves. Like, I hate to say it that way, but that's just what it is. Like, he doesn't have the drive to do anything extra. Like, you know, he's okay with going to work, coming home, you know, paying half of his bills or whatever, half of the bills, and then just like continuing on like that. Because I have other things that I want to do in my life, you know what I mean? That just wasn't going to work out for me. And so in my mind, I put it in my mind that, you know, the trying to conceive shit was out the window. And that, you know, all I was focusing on was going to work and trying to save my money and possibly like save. It's going to take me like 12 months to go to school or whatever to get my license. And like, I know cosmetology school hours are really ridiculous. So it's like a Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, something like that. And because of that, I know that with my current job that I have now, working at a prison from 6 to 6, that it's not going to be possible for me to go to school and keep the job that I have now. So that put me in a position to where I was like, well, I'm just going to have to like try to save my money, you know, like to where I can pay my bills on my own for up to a year. Now at that point, when I said that to him, it's like, well, you know, do what you got to do. So in my mind, I feel like that's like, I don't know how I can say it nice, y'all, but I feel like that's a single woman move. So if I got to save my shit and do what I got to do and work my ass off overtime and all this stuff to put money in the bank to do what I really want to do with my life, then I don't need to do it with a man on side me. And that's just how I felt about it. And so I said that to him once again, because like every time I mention a divorce and stuff, people are like, well, did y'all go to counseling? Did you do this? You know, marriage is so much more serious. And like, I understand that, I get it and all that. But at the end of the day, we didn't go to counseling because I don't have a communication barrier, okay? I don't feel like I had one with him at all. Everything that I'm saying to you guys, I clearly expressed to him. So it's like, you know, I expressed to him, like, I mean, I need you to do something else. Like, we work the same job, actually. You know what I mean? We're at the same place. So, like, I know they offer overtime because I'm clocking in like 60, 70 hours of overtime a pay period. So there's no way that you can't do that too. And so I've expressed that to him. And I felt like for the longest, he just was like, you know, like, whatever, you ain't going nowhere. Like, I already married you. Like, you ain't going nowhere else. You here, you stuck. And that's just the way that I've taken it. So, now this was like, we was having our little friction before my parents moved in. And then I don't know what he thought about when they moved in. Like, I was just going different. Everything was going to be peaches and cream. But, you know, that wasn't the case because I said what I said and that's what I needed. So either you're going to get it together, you're going to save money with me, you're going to do what you need to do, or you got to go. Because at the end of the day, I didn't feel comfortable saying, like, he's my husband, but I didn't feel comfortable if I quit my job tomorrow, would he be able to take care of my ass? Or would I be living in my trunk? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So I don't know if he thought it would change because my parents was around, but like I made it clear to them too, because you know, even in their mind they're like, you're just rude, you just, you know, or whatever. But when they started living with me and they started seeing what that, you know, what I mean by like I'm getting up to go work overtime and shit, and he's sitting right here playing a damn Xbox, it's like, now I see what you mean. And I'm like, yeah, basically. So once we established, like, I realized that, like, he wasn't changing nothing. He was just complacent. He was just like, you know, whatever. This bitch ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I let him know that at this point, it was like maybe around August. I was like, well, look, this ain't gonna work. Like, you not changing nothing. And at this point, I'm too fed up to even care to change any damn thing. Because I feel like, you know, you just taking me for granted or whatever. So I told him at that point, like, okay, I'll give you, you know, a couple months, few months or whatever, like, save your money up. Because I knew right then and there, like, if one of us had to go. It's either I was leaving or he was leaving. So, I mean, even if whenever I moved, I had to take my parents with me somewhere else, we had to go. Because this wasn't going to be able to just keep going on like this. So, I told him, like, you know, what you want to do. Do you want to keep this place? You want me to get another one? What you want to do? Because we got to do something. But at the same token, I told him I'd give him a few months to save his money, because I know that, you know, he ain't making nothing, you know. Well, it's not he ain't making nothing. He make money, but he can't manage money, like talking about. And then he got like child support and shit to pay and all this other stuff. So I didn't have to do that, but I was like, okay, I'll give you a little time, you know, save you a little money or whatever. So that way you can go in, you know, like get your own place, you know, in a few months. So I was gonna give him to like December or whatever. Now that's, you know, that's a few months, because at that point it was like August or whatever. And so he was like, okay, cool. So fast forward down the line, here it is, like it's like September, I think, about the end of September. And he called in to work that day, and so I got home from work. When I got home that evening, like all his stuff was gone. He took all of his shit and he basically left. So, you know, I ain't mad about it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever. So he just left. And so I'm like, now me, like, I know what type of man he is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's not that strong, you know, like, I'm not trying to put the man down, because I was with his ass for some years, but I'm just saying, like, I know what type of man he is. So I know for him to make a split decision and just get up and go or whatever, like, he had to have somebody else in his ear, because he ain't that strong, you know what I mean? Like, I know he ain't got shit. I know he don't have no money like that. So I know he's just not gonna up and go, you know, without having something to say. So what comes to my mind is like, oh, this nigga got him another woman. Yeah, he got another woman. He got somebody, because if he ain't got somebody on the side, he not just gonna get up and go like that. Because I know he ain't have no money. He ain't saved nothing. But anyways, it was like 3 days before rent was due. So I was like, he just upped and bounced. Now, I'm being nice on the strength of him saying, okay, well, let me stay here so I can let this nigga, like, you know, let his ass stop saying that, because that's just so ghetto. But y'all just gotta understand my frustration. So anyways, like, I'm like, you know, I'm being nice and let him save or whatever, so that we can have it together. But at that point, he don't know if I had money for rent by myself or nothing like that. He just up and low. But whatever, cool. So here it is, not even like 2 weeks later, a lady like texts my phone, and so I'm getting off or whatever. And she's like, oh, is this Mrs., you know, his name or whatever, that I never took. And so I'm like, yeah, this is her. So she's like, oh, well, I gotta talk to you, so can you call me or whatever? And I'm like, okay, or whatever. So I'm talking to her. Don't know how she got my number, but whatever. So she basically started telling me how they've been in a relationship for months or whatever. How he's been meeting her in hotel rooms and stuff like that. She sent me pictures, you know, like little selfies that they done took together. She didn't send me like she was so pissed, and like she didn't get no kudos from me either, because like, you're not calling me just because you find out I'm his wife or whatever. Even though he didn't tell you he was married, like, you're not calling me now because you find out that he's married. You calling me because now you pissed, because allegedly he tried to like talk to one of her friends or something like that. So that's why she calling me. It's not like you calling me because, oh, you just found out he had a wife. Like, you found out after the fact, because he didn't initially tell her that he was married either. You found out after the fact, but like, you still talk to him after that. So it's just not that you're mad. Now you want to try to call and tell me. So, you know, whatever. I let her tell me whatever. I let her send me all her text messages, all her pictures, all her dates and times and everything. I let her send all that. And so, you know, when I got off the phone with her, I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, I just verified everything that she was saying. I was like, oh, well, no, that's not true. He just left from my house like 2 weeks ago. You know, I'm like, but, you know, whatever. I don't want him, so, you know, good riddance. So, yeah, just that fast, you know, I don't know. I think the lady was crazy. Like, she had to be crazy, because when she talked to him, she told him, like, I call her asking her all type of questions. Like, and him knowing me, he should have known better, because, like, why would I call and question anything about you knowing that I don't want you no more, we not together no more? You have to move on with life. You have to talk to somebody else. So do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, do you? So, anyways, it was just like a mess, okay? So, all that I don't know, it just went all out of control, up, down, everywhere or whatever. And so, you know, at this point, like, I was already done with his ass before this, but like after this, I was really done. I was like, oh my God, like, I just can't with him, you know. And so a few weeks later, whatever, you know, like, he ended up, you know, being homeless, and so he had to go stay with his brother and stuff. And fast forward out of line, that didn't work out. A couple months after that, he couldn't go stay with, you know, he couldn't stay with his brother either. He had to leave out of there because, you know, it was like a privacy issue for him, and whatever. So anyways, y'all, you know, that's just, yeah, all the rest of it don't even like matter. or whatever. But yeah, this is the last thing I'll just say about this. So, you know, a couple months down the line now, like, well, I'm not even gonna say a couple months. Let me tell you about this. Like 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago or so, because I told y'all my parents just left out my house, and it maybe been a month or whatever, a few weeks ago. So like, I'm at my parents' house and he pulled up. I see his car and stuff, all his stuff in there, and he's like, I'm like, well, you know, I'm just looking like, okay, you know, nobody in my family want to tell me anything because they kind of feel like, you know, we're not gonna say too much to her because she might like spaz out or whatever and stuff like that. So anyways, so long story short, because I already know this video like buku long, he's living with them. And so I'm like, so where they do that at? Like, where? Like, this man, when I tell you, like, this lady was telling me so much stuff that he told her, like, how I ruined his life. I did this for him, I did that. Like, granted, you know, when I met him, he never had shit. When I was with him, he still barely had shit, but he had a little bit on account of me and the strength that, you know, we were married and stuff. So, like, for him to even go that far, knowing the stuff I could and would say about him, but I'm not going to do it because it don't even matter. Because, like I said, whether he was broke, stupid, slow, whatever he was, you know, I was with it because I was with his ass. So, and I knew better then. But, you know, I still wanted to have a little fix me up a project. Wanted to be somebody mama. And look what it got me. Look what it got me. Wait 6 years of my damn life. That's all I did. Wait 6 years of my goddamn life. But anyways, so now you at a point to where like you really have nowhere to go. And so you staying at my people's house. But you know, you said how like they were doing the most when you was around. They were watching your every move when you was at my house. Like all kind of things. That's what you told this other lady. But not like you calling them because you need them. Not, I mean, that's just like, that's bullshit to me. That's some real life bullshit. And then on top of that, like he's leaving my parents' house to go see another woman. So if you were able to go visit another woman and take care of her kids, you know, go out on outings and shit, then you can get your own apartment. But you know, that's their house guest. He ain't mine. They know the deal, okay? They know the deal with me. And so, yeah, they know the deal. So, it is what it is, y'all. But that's my life update. That's what's been going on. And, I know it's crazy. It's crazy as fuck. It's so crazy. But, you know, that's what it is. You know, I moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, our divorce is in a process or whatever. So, you know, we've been legally separated. You know, we just had our little, you know, we was waiting for our little 6 months to come because, you know, Louisiana, you have to be separated for like, legally separated for like 6 months before you can like file for a divorce and everything. So, yeah, I totally filed for that, you know, and I don't even want nothing from him. You know, that's like the main thing. Like, you know, like my friends and stuff are like, oh no, he was seeing this other woman when y'all was living together or whatever. Like, I would take his ass to court. I'd take all his shit from him. I'd do all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm so over his ass to where I don't even want to see a check. Like, I don't even want to see no alimony coming to my house in his name. That's how over him I am. Like, I don't want nothing else to do with him. I just want him to just be out of my life, you know. Preferably out of my parents' house too, because like that ain't gonna work. And they already know it's friction because I ain't going over there to their house as long as his ass there. Because we have nothing to talk about, okay? We have nothing to talk about. I'm over it. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to tell him. And yeah, that's just what it is. So yep. So that's my update, y'all. That's what's been going on in my life. It's been crazy as hell, but you know, like they say, there is sunshine after the rain. And yeah, your girl is happy now, okay? So happy. Now that all that's out the way. So, have I been dating? Yes, I have been dating. I have been dating, okay? And, y'all, okay, so I have been dating. I've only dated one person since, you know, me and him have been legally separated. And it happens to be a she. And I'm not going to say it because it's not an it. But anyways, yeah. It's definitely a woman. Oh my god, I'm here so hard. Yeah, and I don't know, but I'm happy as fuck, okay? I am so happy. I know y'all gonna have questions like, wait, are you gay? Like, you know, did he break your heart, made you like have like a midlife crisis or something like that? That is not the case, you guys. I am not confused. I have never been confused. I have always been equal opportunity since the beginning of time. And yeah, I had every opportunity to marry a woman at the same time I married that man. But the man is just who I happen to have found, and that's who I married first. So I just didn't marry the woman. But But yeah, so I am very much open, you know. I love, and whoever gonna love my ass and treat me right, that's all I need. And so for right now, it is her. And yeah, and so she's at work right now. As a matter of fact, it's like a little bit to 6, so she's gonna be calling me in a little bit. And so yeah, y'all will definitely see her, because you know she's gonna be around in these little videos or whatever, because you know that's my baby. And like, yes, she's my baby, y'all, and it's been going great. I couldn't ask for more. She's probably gave me more in a couple months than what his ass gave me in 6 years. But you know what? We're not gonna talk about that though, because that would be me being real shady, and I ain't gotta be shady, because you know I'm over him. So, but anyways, yeah. So I am currently still in the process of like saving and everything, and doing what I need to do so I can quit my job and like go ahead and get my license or whatever. So yeah, but I'll be back to filming and everything, y'all. And I mean, I probably got some other stuff I can tell y'all, but we'll just get to that another time or whatever, because like this video already like an hour, and ain't nobody got time to be sitting right there listening to this like this. So, but to all of my new subscribers that I haven't like spoken to, I try to send an email to everybody that subscribed to me and like tell them thank you for subscribing and stuff like that. I'm so sorry, but thank you for subscribing anyway, because your girl ain't post nothing in like a whole year and y'all still subscribing. So you know that is love. That is some serious love, and I love y'all too. But anyways, anything that y'all want to see, as far as like the hair videos and stuff, I mean, y'all, you know, follow me for the TTC part. You know, we gotta hold off on that, because you know, yeah, that's not happening right now. But I will be posting my weight loss videos or whatever. I will start filming some of those, and I will do more hair tutorials. So like whatever you want to see. Y'all see my little new style. I've been rocking my little locks or whatever, because I just love them. These are actually the crochet ones or whatever. This is the new locks. This is my first time trying the new ones. I've been wearing the bomber locks forever, but yeah, I got like the little individuals right there in the front, you know, little slick little hair and everything. Oh, and I will do an update on my hair too, y'all. Oh my god, it's grown so much. I think I showed y'all my transitioning video a year ago. I still haven't cut all my little straight ends off, but anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that, because you know your girl got hang time. It's like down there or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that too. So I will do an update on the natural hair stuff, you know, if any of you guys want to know. So y'all probably still asking if I'm going strong, but you know I done looked at the perm box a few times since then, y'all. A few times. That's why I just keep it braided up, because I just don't know what to do with it. I just don't know what to do. But anything that you guys want to see, y'all just let me know. And if y'all have like any questions or comments or whatever you want to put, you know, put them down below. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be back to recording or whatever. I have time to do it now, like on my off days, whenever I have off days, because you know your girl got to work to save and everything. But I will make time to do videos. So you know, if y'all, you know, whatever you want to see, just let me know or whatever. And thank you guys for, you know, sticking around with your girl and everything. And I know my story was crazy, but you know, don't judge me, y'all. It's just life, and it's just mine at the moment. But until next time, see you guys later.